Uh, wasn't going to do this because of the recording quality, but I've been documenting my journey forever, and I think it's my brand to be unpolished. Anyway, today I'm 52, and I'm sitting here in Maui. Um, there's a Talking Head song. I forgot what it's called, but there's a lyric that's in one of their songs, and it says, "I don't like. How did I get here?" And it's kind of been the theme this year, from our house burning down to now in a stranger's home in Maui with no pants, sipping coffee on my 52nd birthday. Um, my dial locked on receive, and this has been one of the donations, and the timing was right because it happened to fall on my birthday. I also usually don't accept things like gifts like come stay at my condo in Hawaii for a week. I always feel bad, and I don't take people up on things like that. But this one I did, and I'm so happy I did that because it wasn't just about me. Because my daughter, my wife, we could all enjoy this. Anyway, as I sit here um, reflecting on the year, I wanted to share some revelations. I've been sharing birthday revelations for the last 20 years, so why stop? And by the way, if you're watching this on Spotify, um, I went a little too tight on my man perm. It actually works in Hawaii. The wild curly hair works in Hawaii. I call it the Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo in his movies, he's got always crazy curly locks, but in the city, not so much. Anyway, revelations. Oh man, so many revelations. One of them is that anything and everything can be taken away from you in this life at any time, and uh, everything and anything can be given to you at any time. And it's one of the weird things I've experienced this year that is just making me realize that there are just bigger things, and it's the contrast of your house burning down with the love and support, um, donations, and just feeling held. Like it's so extreme, right? Because on one hand, you lose everything. On the other hand, and right after you lose everything, you're given so much, and it's almost like whiplash, where I've never experienced in my life that kind of difference, that kind of contrast, and also that fast. And what it does is it gives you instant spiritual lenses. By the way, I'm outside, and there are some noises. So if you hear that, that's I think that's a truck. But there's also tons of birds here. Chickens roam the streets in Hawaii. I don't know if you know that. Um, so let's just wait for that to pass. I don't edit my podcast much, and I'm very on the go with my podcast. So, well, you know that if you're listening. But yeah, the this idea that things can be taken away, and also things can be given. It reminds me that basically anything is possible. Um, you know who said that? I met Pharrell Williams once back in the day, in my screenwriting days, and I remember I was kind of applying for a job, for a gig, to write a movie that he was pitching. And what I took away from that meeting, um, is when he said that anything's possible. And this year, more than any other year, has been telling of that. Anything is possible. You could lose everything, you could gain everything. And it's also what makes life, I think, so beautiful, so mysterious, worth living. I think it's also what makes life urgent, in that if you are just waiting, I spent a lot of my life just waiting, waiting for love, waiting for success, waiting for certain amount of certain amount of financial security, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for. If you just find yourself waiting, I wrote in my I was journaling this morning, which I do basically digitally every birthday, sitting with myself at 5 a.m. And one of the things that I wrote that I sat on was waiting is like waiting for standing in front of a door, waiting for it to open, and realizing that it's been unlocked the entire time, you know? And one of the things I learned this year is that I'm going to stop waiting. There, there's nothing to wait for. Um, when your house burns down, or when you like you lose someone in your life, or there's something unexpected that happens in your life, you realize that life is going to happen no matter what. And if you wait, whatever you think you're waiting for, the thing that you're waiting for may never come, and you're wasting life as you're waiting. My point is, I don't know about you, but this year has taught me to stop waiting. There's nothing to wait for, and this also means that I'm not just talking about like the big things. I'm talking about even moments like right now, as I'm sitting here um, with an ocean view, recording a podcast, talking to you, sipping pour over coffee. That I don't have to wait, and what I mean by that is I don't have to wait for perfect sound. I don't have to wait for podcasting equipment. I don't have to wait for the the go to do this. So even just recording this episode is an example of me not waiting, because I just picked up the phone, not knowing what to say, but wanting to express myself and revelations on my birthday, right? So just answering that call. And also, not waiting means to don't let moments slip by. You know, I had this thought that after this, I want to start my day with an ocean swim, right? Why not? I'm 3 minutes from the beach. Why not do that? Also, it's Hawaii, so the water's warm. Um, and as I'm even saying that, I'm thinking, well, then I'm going to get wet. And then from the beach, what are we going to do? And if we're going to eat lunch, right? You start to plan these things. And an example of not waiting is to just go do it, and don't think about what's going to happen afterwards, or like all the left brain stuff that kicks in. And I think having that non-negotiable in life, and practicing the not waiting and doing what you feel, um, taking the leap, the risk, it's going to be what makes life, it's going to be what allows you to live in color. Because most of my life I've been living in black and white, and that has been a direct result of waiting. So that's one of my big revelations this year is no more waiting, no more waiting in this life. Go do what you're gonna do. Go kiss the girl. Say I love you. Make the call. Forgive who you need to forgive. Go write your book. Go build whatever you want to build. Go learn to dance. Go live in a different country, wherever your heart desires. If anything, explore it. Give yourself permission to get the perm, even if it's too tight. If you've always wanted curly hair, go get the perm. Anyway, no more waiting. My question to you today is, would that look like for you in your life? If you were to say, okay, I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to stop waiting. There are things that I've been wanting to do, but I haven't because XYZ. Um, no more waiting. What does that look like for you? What does that look like in action? And also, it doesn't have to be huge. It can be, you could start off small, baby steps, but it will definitely change the trajectory of your life. I believe so. Hopefully, it doesn't take a house burning down for you to stop waiting and to start living. Anyway, I'm very grateful for your listen, your watch, you reading my books. Thank you so much for the follow. And you have given me a sense of purpose. You have given me a cape when I started documenting my journey around 20 years ago. And I'm so grateful for that. I hope you go live your life today in color. I hope you stop waiting. Um, and I hope that's not just a practice, but a non negotiable, as it is becoming for me. Thank you for listening. Be well.